What is up, everybody? What is up? We're here with another episode of After Hours Trading with Ryan Rozbiani. Ryan, how we doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm great.
How's Zinger Nation doing? I hope everyone is doing well today. We've had a fun week of trading with the Wall Street bet stocks going off, man. Did you partake, Producer AB?
I did not partake in any, however you want to say, Reddit stock, meme stocks, anything along those lines. I unfortunately did not get into this week.
That is completely fine. Don't worry. I think we're gonna dive deep today for those that are watching into AMC. I'm gonna do a full deep dive into AMC, what I think is gonna happen next, and where I think it's going. There's a lot of expectations out there that I want to kind of figure out in this chat. But of course, as always, with every single one of our streams, we're going to be jumping into SPY, discuss how the overall markets are doing, how they're trending. We got a lot of stuff coming up next week that I want you all to be prepared for. So let's jump into my favorite SPY. So look, let's take a look. We got a sharp downturn here in the RSI.
I don't know if you saw how low the volume was on SPY today.
Yeah, let me see. Only 58 million. Wow.
Yeah, it's like half of what it normally is. I mean, it's just one of those, it's a holiday week heading into the summer.
Yeah, for these 4-day weeks are always shaky. I always warn people to be careful with these 4-day weeks because the volume, like you said, the volume is very low, and people, there's a lot going on this week, so people just sit out and don't trade, and they're like, all right, we're just gonna take the week off. Plus, you got the Bitcoin conference, so a lot of these big wigs are going down there.
That too, and a lot of the traders up in New York, they're on vacation right now, not here.
Yeah, for sure. So, all right, so let's jump into SPY. So if we take a look at on the daily chart since we've last spoken, we've been discussing, for those who are new or those who are returning, you can see we're still focusing on this gap between 400 and 403. I've got this on here since forever, since we've been doing this show essentially from the beginning. RSI is heading downward. MACD looks like it's about to turn on us. One big event that we have essentially coming up next week is the CPI data, which is the inflation data. We're expecting the month over month to be good, but the year over year is going to be bad. So the unfortunate thing that does there is it spooks the markets. And when the markets spook, we have SPY right here sitting on a kind of a cliff. We're sitting right on the 21 moving average. We closed above it, which was fantastic. But I see not too much, like a producer AB was saying this week, we didn't have too much volume. So I can see this easily breaking down. And if we break this, I think we will come down and test the 50 moving average, which is at 412. Now, this is everything that I assumed before June 10th, which is when we get the CPI data next week. Then I think once we get the CPI data, we're going to see a big correction and we'll probably come down to this area about 403 to 400. This is the area that I see SPY coming down to. Now, look, this isn't fear mongering. I'm not here to scare you. I'm just here to prepare you because there's a lot of different things that you can do to protect yourself. One, stop losses. Two, you can buy bear stocks to kind of hedge your portfolio, or you can buy puts. There's going to probably be a green day between now and the CPI data, and you could buy puts against SPY. Don't buy lotto calls that are 1 week. Buy them a little longer. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but that way you can kind of hedge your portfolio. Like I know Luke, he's got like a really, really leap put on SPY that he's using to hedge his portfolio. These are things that people do. I hedge with bear stock. So a bear stock that I like to use against SPY is SPND, I believe. I'm sorry, UVXY. UVXY is kind of a short-term VIX bear stock, essentially, however way you want to put it. And if you look here, whenever SPY is red, this one is green. So they kind of work on inverses of each other. So one thing that I can show you here is if you take a look at last March, I love how farther and farther away that this is becoming. With the huge big day that we had with the huge crash in SPY, there was a massive jump. Now, I don't expect a crash. I just expect a correction. So that way you folks don't have to be worried, don't have to be scared in dealing with that stuff. Next, let's go into QQQ, and we will be jumping into AMC after this one. I'll be doing crypto a little bit too later on into the stream, but I want to do a full thesis on AMC with everyone here. So if you're watching this, please, smash the like button so we can help the algorithm and get this out to more AMC apes that are out there. And two, do me a solid, share this on Twitter, Facebook, wherever your main platform is, so you can get your friends that are part of AMC into this stream so I can talk to them and we can ask them questions and we can have a nice little conversation here within the chat. So if you could help me out by doing that, I will do my best to provide as much information for you as I can. And I've got a key number in the AMC chart that I've been sharing on my Twitter that I'm going to share here with you all as well.
And then Ryan, also, I do got to mention, just real quick, for anyone who's new here, we do have a subscriber contest going on right now. So we're giving away a free share at Tesla. Once we hit 100,000, we're going to be ready to give that away. The contest is ending tomorrow. If you want to enter, the link is in the description. I'll drop it in the chat as well. And you gotta click the Gleam link, subscribe to the channel, and you get more entries by sharing it. So go ahead and blow that up on Twitter, wherever you are on social media, because
I'm going to be entering too, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you, but I want a free share Tesla. So I'm entering that as well. Although
I'm actually entering. I'm entering right now as we speak. I don't want to win it. I'm just doing it for fun, for giggles on here. But I really do hope that one of the viewers of this show will win this stock. So do yourself a favor. It's literally a free share of Tesla. It ranges. It's a fantastic stock that you folks know I'm a big bull on. Even if you hate the stock, take it and sell it. So you can get a nice share of Tesla out of the Benzinga family. So it's easy, just one click. I did it right now while we were speaking. It's 2 minutes. I'll even throw it on the screen.
And the YouTube code, if it asks you, it's SLIMERAZ.
Yep.
I just posted that in the chat as well. So Raz is our CEO and leader, and who knows, he might get slimed if we hit 100,000. Who knows?
Oh boy. now I feel bad entering.
No, don't feel bad. All right. Let's get back to the Qs.
Get through this.
We'll get back to the Qs. And of course, for anyone who might be newer, QQQ tracks what is it, the top 100 stocks out of the NASDAQ?
Yeah, the NASDAQ stocks. You have the top 100
these are our big tech stocks. So you got Apple, Facebook, Google, Netflix, eBay. This is what QQQ tracks, which we've seen some tech weakness in the past few months, but it's
look at this rounding top that's forming. Right here, we had one big one here. That's where we kind of came and saw it came down here. Again, I'm not an expert on technicals. Neil in the morning. So if you subscribe to the channel, we're almost at 100K subs. Neil in the morning is a fantastic technical show.
Wait, hold on. Neil's not in the morning anymore. He's in the afternoon.
Oh, he's not?
No, he's at 1 p.m. Eastern, right after Power Hour.
He got lazy? What happened to Neil in the morning?
No, wants to sleep in now? We do some live trading at the open now. Some days with David Green, some days we got Robert Roy. But yeah, we do some live trading at the open now. So Neil's in the afternoon.
So there you go. You guys can sleep in, then get lunch, and then come and watch Neil and learn something into the Power Hour. So you can do all that. So there you go. You got the rounding top here, which we came down, we kind of touched, and we see another one forming here. So based off of what I'm seeing here, I think we could see QQ come down to 315. Now, I'm also watching the support level here at around 300, but this trend line is ultimately what I'm watching. If we break this trend line, which I imagine we will, and we technically should based off of if this CPI data is very bad, we will come down. We will come down again to this 306 area first, then we'll come down to 300. Now, I don't expect us to come down this low, but again, it's possible. But if you want to hedge against this one, a very good stock that I like to use, it's the bear stock equivalent, is SQQQ. Again, if you look here, if QQQ is red, SQQQ is green. Pretty simple, right? You could just hedge that way. That way you can always have a green day, whichever side of this trade you're on. So it's fairly simple. What's up, Lee? What's up, Tim? What's up, Ulysses? Shout out to everyone in the chat. We're about to jump into AMC today. We're going to skip the crypto talk because I know we have a lot. We only have 30 minutes here today, so I'm going to jump right into AMC. We're going to get into the bread and butter, but all I ask for you folks is to do me a solid. We want to get the channel to 100K subs. We're almost there, so do me a favor and subscribe. And that like button's your friend. Smash it. And we're also doing a giveaway for one free share of Tesla, link in the description. So, I mean, we're just giving you guys as much value as we can, and all we ask for in return is one little like and one little sub. All right, AMC. Let's jump into it. We've been here before. We've talked about it. If you look here, we were talking about it last week too. We had this bullish pattern that was happening here, this bullish wedge. It kind of broke out of it. Again, I couldn't draw it properly here. We had to jump to Webull because TradeView is having a little bit of bugginess for us. But if we take a look here, we've been having very, very good days. It's been on a massive uptrend. The AMC, quote unquote, AMC apes have been jumping in and having fun. Hey, everybody in the chat. I see you all saying hello. I want to say hello back to you all and acknowledge you all because you guys are amazing. We've been having a fantastic uptrend. But the thing here is things are starting to get a little bit risky and a little bit dangerous. They did a bit of a quote unquote offering where they sold some shares. And what happened was it caused a little bit of turmoil here within the intraday trading for today. So what I'm going to do is usually we dance on the daily chart when we do these kind of things, but I'm going to need to go to like a 10-minute chart and a 15-minute chart because The daily chart, because we haven't experienced kind of the quote unquote jump and pump that happened with AMC, I have to go to a time frame that's a little bit more realistic for us. If you look here, there's one key support level that I've been watching, which is 57.75, and it proved itself to be, again, another support level today. That's essentially the area that I've been watching for this stock, where it dips into it and it comes out. That's where kind of the momentum plays out. Also, another key level to watch is $48 is another key level that we were watching, as well as $45. $45, if you look here, has been support throughout this whole process. It's come and bounced on it. It bounced before hitting 45 here, ran all the way up, came down to our 57 area right here. Again, 57. Give me 1 second. The 57 area is up here-ish. Again, I'm on the 10-minute chart, so it's a little bit weird. I'll pull it up on the other side of the screen. But these are the three numbers you want to watch, 57 and 48. These are two big numbers that you want to watch, along with 45 if you're trading this stock. So this is my thesis on AMC. I like AMC a lot. I'm a big fan of the movie theaters. I'm very happy with what these folks did when they kind of saved the movie theaters, allowing AMC to raise money, which is great. But I'm seeing a lot of price targets around this for 100K. 100K is very high. So let me explain to you why it's very hard to get to 100K. So if we look at the float of AMC, it's almost 500 million. For mathematical sake, we're just going to stick to 500 million. I know it's 498.15, but the float has increased substantially, and we're expecting a bigger float coming in the future. Again, offerings aren't a bad thing always. A lot of people hate offerings. It's bad because it comes with the side of dilution, but it's good because the company gets money, and then we can see what they want to use the money for. These guys are talking about acquisitions and mergers. So in my head, I'm thinking, who would they want to go out and acquire? Maybe they want to go out and acquire another movie theater company, IMAX, Cinemax, maybe one of them. Or they want to actually buy the movie theaters, because what these guys do is right now is they're renting the movie theaters that they're in, which costs them a lot of money month over month, year over year, costs a lot of money for that. But if they buy the property, that also becomes value, and they can also kind of use that on their balance sheets, and kind of it's got a lot of tax implications that they can use and kind of ride out through there. Richard is saying 25 million new shares by 2022 though. Shaking my head. Yeah, we got a lot of new shares that will be coming into this. There's going to be a vote for another 500 million shares. So I'm expecting, let's just assume the float goes to 1 billion, right? We'll go based off of that. Now, the pattern that I'm watching real quick here is I'm going to have to jump to Webull because I need to show you this on a tool that I'm a little bit more comfortable using. I love Benzinga Pro for the news and the charts and stuff like that. But here I've charted it already, and my chart is missing. But let me show you here. I did a YouTube video on this as well, but I'm going to go through it for you here as well. So let me delete this line. Let me turn off MACD, MAs. We're going to go, yeah, I don't even need we'll take the whole things off. But if you take a look at the patterns of this stock, even before the Wall Street bets jump, every time after earnings, you have a bit of a jump and a bit of a pop within the stock. It's very, very interesting how it does this. Take a look here. Earnings, good or bad, again, they usually don't have very good earnings, unfortunately, but it gets a pop, and then you can play it off again. You had the Wall Street bets pop, but if you look here, Wall Street bets died off, but you had a bit of a wedge that formed here, right here, I'm sorry, and then you had earnings, and then boom, another pop. Wall Street bets had nothing to do with this one. This was just pure technical play. Let me turn on MACD to show you. If you look here, again, pure technical play. The MACD was about to reverse, earnings came out, and they're like, no, all right, we don't mind the earnings, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Jeremy, we will definitely talk about where I see it going into tomorrow towards the tail end of this. So keep watching. We see it riding up, and then we saw it cool down here again. So if folks who wanted to accumulate, we can see that we've got support here around the $8.31 area. Let's just say $9 for an easy round number to use. $9 is where support is. Then we had earnings again, and then we had another big pop here. And this was before the Wall Street bets stuff happening. So to me, how I see this playing out is we've got a lot of movies coming out in Q3 and Q4, which is fantastic because I like the movies. I like cinema. I like going to the movie theaters and watching these. And I went through a bunch of the movies that are coming out in my YouTube video. If you want to go to my channel, you can go there and watch that after this. I discussed it in depth. But I see this stock, this pop that happened this week is awesome. It's fantastic what's going on. But I don't know how sustainable this is. So I imagine just like what happened here parallel in March, it will probably come and cool down off maybe into this area. Now, will it be tomorrow? Will it be next week? I'm not sure exactly when it will cool off, but eventually these momentum plays do cool off. We have a bit of red today compared to where we were yesterday, but again, this red is nowhere near where I was expecting it to be when this offering came out. The AMC folks came out. When this offering happened, we saw a big dip happen to 37, but the AMC folks came in and bought this up. Now, if you're a day trader, you'd be using this VWAP as essentially your tool here. Mike Ellis said Ryan for president 2024. Buddy, I wish. I'm not old enough yet to run for president. You could use either VWAP, or you could have you couldn't have really used Ichimoku clouds here. Let me see where you could have used. Oh, you could have bought somewhere down here in the cloud and then sold up top. But really, if you were using just purely VWAP and using like something like a 10-minute chart or a 5-minute chart, you could have bought here right under the VWAP, as you saw it was dancing on VWAP, and then rode it all the way up parallel to watching your level 2. I don't have it here on this desktop, and you could have probably sold somewhere around here. One great tool to always use is you can sell on your way up. So this is the thing. Now, I know there's a big mentality within the AMC ape army that, hey, don't sell your shares, hodl. I respect that. That's awesome. But let me teach you something really cool of how you can truly help this movement. If your big thing is about helping this movement and having the most amount of AMC shares, let's do a quick mathematical equation right now. Look, so let's do this. So let's say you got very lucky and you sold, let's say you had 1,000 shares, right? Let's say you sold all your 1,000 shares up here at $77, and then you saw this offering kind of play out, and we see the stock price drop. So let's see how much it dropped from 77. We dropped about 50%. So what you could do now is you can come back and buy down here 1,500 shares. So the thing that people are saying is like, hey, don't sell your shares, hodl. But if your name of your game is accumulation, you could sell up top, buy more shares towards the bottom, and you can accumulate like that. And if the name of your game is conserving your capital, you could have sold up here your whole 1,000 shares and then bought back 1,000 shares here and taken profits on the equivalent of 500 shares in terms of profit. Now, the math might be off there a little bit, but you can see where I'm going. So this mentality of don't sell is not very good, because you can get hurt. And God forbid, let's say you wouldn't have recovered from this, and you recovered fairly well, in my opinion, up to a former point of resistance for this stock with AMC. You recovered very, very well. So that's fantastic. But you can accumulate more shares by selling up top and buying at the bottom if the name of the game is truly to hold most of the float in AMC. Because I know the big thing, part of this movement is, hey, we want to hold as many shares of AMC as we can. And hey, this is an easy way to do it. Sell at the top, buy at the bottom. But remember, taxes are also a factor, so talk to your CPA. So going back to the question of our good friend Jeremy was asking, where do I see this going into tomorrow? So what we need to do for that is we need to go to our good old handy dandy 1-minute chart. So if we take a look here, so this is the thing. The one thing that really hurt this stock today was this offering. The offering kind of brought the stock down. And I want to go back to Benzinga Pro, because these guys are what keep me in business in terms of news, because they're literally the fastest news operation here. If you want to sign up, there's a link in the description for that. Or if you want to be cool and use my affiliate link, go to ryanstocks.com and sign up for Benzinga Pro. It's the best tool for news out there. And you get a bunch of charting tools in here. You get earnings, financial reviews. So if someone's asking you about financials of of AMC, boom, you click it and you can see everything here right across the board. You see that? All the financial stuff is here. So let's go to news, and we can see what time exactly this kind of offering came out. We got a lot of news today for AMC. All right, we had a couple of halts, which was okay. Let's see. AM should be around here. There you go. So at 7:23 a.m., we got the offering news that came out for the 11.55 million shares. So if now we go to here at 7:23 a.m., you can see that the big sell-off essentially started in the pre-market hours. So 7:23 was somewhere around here. What you usually see is you have people that quote-unquote buy the dip. It comes back up, but then into market open, because a lot of the folks that are trading this stock use tools like Robinhood, which does not let you trade until 9 in the morning. So you see a big drop that happens, unfortunately. You see a big drop, and then you saw the big drop come all the way down to 37, which was a 50% drop from the top in pre-market, which is okay. But one miraculous thing that happened was the AMC army came in and they bought up these shares, or institutions came in and bought these shares. One thing to remember is the unfortunate thing is retail only has a limited amount of money to be able to move a stock. So you do have institutional investors and hedge funds in this with you as well. So be very careful. For them, this isn't about the movement. For them, it's about making money. So they'll buy up here. So they'll sell up here, buy down here, sell up here, buy down here, buy down here. So where I see this probably going into tomorrow I don't foresee them doing another offering, and it's having decent price action into the after hours. We're testing and playing around with VWAP as well. I'd like to see this close by 8 p.m. around the 57 area. Again, remember what I was saying, 57.75 is the one number that I've been watching very, very closely with this stock. So I'm going to try to draw a line here for you all real quick so we can have that as our press point, or kind of our pinch point. Come on, there we go. Close enough. 773. Let's just use that. We'll give you 2 cents of flack. So this is the point of, this is the kind of the line that I've been watching. If you look here, it's proven to be resistance multiple times. You can break through resistance. That's the beauty of it. But it's been proven to be resistance across multiple time frames with this area. And it's also a time where it's kind of bounced and came down and come up and broken through and come back down and broken through. So again, I want to see it go to 775 and break that into after hours. If we do that, the next thing I'd want to see is I want to see if that momentum holds into pre-market trading tomorrow. Can we hold 57.75 into open? Can we go to 60 into open? Then we could see a true movement. But unfortunately, if we don't, just like every trade, we have to take the downside of the trade as well. So this is what I think could happen if we don't have enough volume. So I just want to check how much volume we had today. So yesterday we had 757 million.
I think we had about a 23% decrease in volume. Spencer and I did some percent calculations earlier, and that's the number we came out to. I'd be surprised if we don't see that volume spike up a little bit from today's volume. Maybe not to yesterday's volume, but probably going to see a little bit more volume tomorrow. At least I hope so. And I don't know if you guys see this rocket ship behind me, but that's AMC stock loaded in there, just going to the moon. And for anyone that might be that didn't join us at the beginning, we mentioned it earlier, but we are doing a contest right now for when Benzinga hits 100,000 subscribers. There's a link in the description. All you have to do is go to that link. You enter this YouTube code. It's SLIMERAZ. I'm putting it in the comments, and you automatically get entered to win a free share of Tesla.
I'm going to do a quick plug too, real quick. Throughout this whole process, unfortunately, I only have 30 minutes with you all today. This process is going to keep going. I've been updating AMC share users via my Twitter. If you want to follow me at Ryan Rozbiani, it's linked in the description. I've been posting this chart and kind of updating it throughout the day. So this morning, when the dip happened, I posted about this the 75, 73 number, and it played out exactly. I posted it around this area, and it played out exactly. So if you like this kind of stuff, you can follow me on Twitter. I'm more than happy to help you out there. I'm also running a YouTube channel, which you can follow me there as well. If you go to ryanstocks.com, all the links are there, and I'll be more than happy to interact with you all there as well. But Benzinga, I want you guys to help me get this platform to 100K because they've been so kind to me and so awesome to allow me to stream with you all. So it means the world to me if you can help me get this channel to 100K. If we could do it while we're watching this, I think we have enough people watching. We have over 500 people watching.
Well, it depends on how many watching us are already subscribed, but yeah, we're close.
That's true.
So we need everyone there. Let's get there. AMC to the moon. We're gonna watch it tomorrow. So what's your final price prediction for AMC tomorrow, Ryan?
Okay, so again, I can't give you an exact price prediction, but I can tell you the levels that I'm watching. If we can close by 8 p.m. into 57 or higher, tomorrow will probably be a very good day. If we are closing under that, as let's keep it at $50. If we can close into 8 a.m. above $50, I think tomorrow will be a good day. One thing that does worry about me tomorrow, again, in terms of the volume that we were speaking, we have a lot of Fed talks tomorrow in terms of unemployment, and there's an interest rate meeting tomorrow. So that will spook the big money that's playing this stock. So be very, very careful there. That's just one thing to keep in mind. But again, there's 3 big things I want you to watch in this stock if you're playing it. 1, if you're playing for accumulation, you can buy at top and sell at the bottom and accumulate more shares if that's your goal. 2, if you're playing this for money, scalping in and out of the stock, watch the 57.75 number, watch the 45 number, and watch the 43 number on the chart, and watch volume. If you look down here, there's volume bars. I'll add the volume indicator for you so we can kind of see it as well. I know I'm running out of time a little bit here, but if we look here, you got the volume indicator. This is what tells you what the volume is. You can look at it at a 30-minute time interval to give you a better idea. If you see volume starting to decrease, like we saw up here, volume started to decrease, that means the stock is selling off and you're losing volume, so stuff will start to get shaky. But if you see volume increasing, like right here, that's probably a good area to start maybe accumulating. And my favorite, the third thing, my favorite indicator to watch if you're day trading this or swing trading it intraday or throughout the week is VWAP. VWAP is volume weighted average price, volume weighted average price, so you can do that. Jeremy's asking, do I have a YouTube? I do. It's at Ryan Rozbiani. You just put Ryan Rozbiani and AMC. It should be the first video, should pop up. I did a full thesis on this as well. So into tomorrow, I want the AMC folks to win, but also one thing I want you to also do is set a stop loss to protect your capital. A lot of you got into the stock very early, and I congratulate you on your wins, and that's fantastic. And I'm a huge fan of you all because you helped save the movie theaters, which is something near and dear to me. But I also want you guys to be protected. So set a stop loss in case something, God forbid, happens. Some shady stuff happens with the suits come in and they start messing around with the stock, so you can be protected. Also, remember, like I said earlier, I'll say this one more time. If your goal is to accumulate the most amount of the AMC float, which is what a lot of the AMC apes have been saying, is, hey, we want to accumulate most of the float. Like Akan's saying, everyone who sells is going to regret it. Maybe they will, but Akan, let's play this out real quick. Your goal is to accumulate most of the float, my friend. So if you sell up here, let's say you have 1,000 shares, you sold up here, you could have bought down here 1,500 shares. You accumulate more and you control more of the float, and you have more of a power in terms of your movement. So that will probably help you out and protect you more long term and all this stuff. And I know some people don't like stop losses. That's completely fair. But if you're day trading this stock, because there's many people doing this. Some people are swing trading, some people are day trading, and some people are going to hold this until we go to the moon, right? Until 100K is the number that people are saying. And that will do it. So Tina Red is asking, what is a stop loss? Tina, a stop loss is, it's kind of a trigger that you put into a stock. So when you buy a stock, you can set a stop loss. So if you're in Robinhood, in Webull, TD Ameritrade, it's a stop loss. It says if my stock gets to a certain price, sell it for me. That's what a stop loss is. Just if you're trading, one quick thing you can do is go to YouTube, type in stop loss and the name of your broker. So if you're using Robinhood, put stop loss Robinhood or stop loss Webull, stop loss TD, and it will give you a video onto how to do that. But remember, stop losses are not triggered in pre-market or after hours, so be very careful, and you have to watch it during that time if you're trading this. And see, Arjan saying stop loss at 15. Again, my main goal is here to protect you all because I care about this AMC movement. I love what you guys did, and I love what's going on. Producer AB, we got to wind down, or we got more time?
Yeah, I mean, actually, so we got to get some exciting news for everyone in here. So when we have Money Mitch starting up after this, we have Matt Kors joining us. Matt Kors has, of course, been one of the biggest guys on YouTube talking about AMC. So we're getting a real AMC expert on there. This video is set to automatically redirect there. So here in a couple minutes, once I end this, it will automatically go that way.
All right. So, folks, again, if you want to continue this conversation with me, I'm going to be on Twitter at Ryan Rozbiani. You can go follow me there. Also, I might do another live stream later tonight on my YouTube channel, so you can jump on there. But I want you to stick around for this Money Mitch. Money Mitch is a fantastic show that they do here on this network. Do me a solid and do that. So remember, subscribe to this channel, like the video, and hit the follow button for me on YouTube. On YouTube and Twitter. I'd really appreciate that. And Producer AB, as always, thank you. And thank you to the Benzinga Network and Zinger Nation.
Of course. And one last time, hit that link in the description if you want a free share of Tesla. YouTube code SLIMERAZ. I got it up on the screen. And this video is going straight over to Money Mitch. All you got to do is maybe click play. Who knows? All right, Ryan. We'll be back next week for some more after hours.
See you all soon, and good luck. Bye-bye.